Hello everyone, this is Chinwe and I'm standing here in the D31 Art Gallery in Scotland, in Doncaster. We are still not able to open to the public because of the pandemic, but we are all in this together. And we will open one day, and when we do, we are so looking forward to showing you the Togetherness exhibition. But in the meantime, you can have a look on d31artgallery.com website, where you can see all the work and all the artists who are participating in this exhibition. Behind me is one of the walls, which is part of the gallery, and there are 5 artists on this wall who I want to introduce you to. Up here, you have Jennifer Wise, who is the most wonderful artist. I love the shades that she uses in her work. They're very muted tones, but they are so stylish, almost not quite traditional, but maybe a bit like Renaissance art. I can only say that word in French. This one shows a beautiful maiden with some, maybe she's bathing, because you have that beautiful blue, which sort of covers her whole body, and she's in a whimsical landscape. And what's most curious is there is this figure who is buried in the ground. Could she be mourning this figure? Could it be a baby that she loves that she's mourning? It's all in the eyes of the viewer, really. Everybody can interpret a piece of work in a different way. I discovered Jennifer Wise in a previous exhibition where I saw mainly her landscape work. So this is the first time maybe that I'm seeing her figurative work. It's really very, very beautiful. This piece is available for sale on the D31 Art Gallery website, and you can acquire that today. And up here we have the most wonderful artist, Terry Chip. Terry Chip is a long-established Doncaster artist who's been practicing for many years. He's well known. He's done a lot of residencies all over the world. He's sold his artwork all over the world, and he's a really supportive artist to the emerging artists in Doncaster and beyond. I really like the style of work. This style of work. He does different styles. This is like a pathway, a path in a forest if you look carefully. But also what I see is like a human face here. Perhaps you don't see it. If I come close, this is a bit like the mouth and the nose on top of that. There are no eyes. So could it be like a hidden figure up somewhere in the clouds? We have a few of Terry's pieces here with us in Togetherness exhibition, and I will show them to you as we go along. He's a prolific artist. He does talks and mentors other artists, workshops where he helps other people to start on their art journey. We really like Terry a lot. I think he's retiring actually, but he will carry on painting as normal, because you never really retire from being an artist. Here we have the work of the most wonderful photographer, Ciel. Phil started his photographic career as a sports photographer, and in fact his work was featured in the Slumdog Millionaire, which is a huge film a few years ago. He also was an official photographer for the London 2012 Olympics. I think it was 2012, I can't remember. So we are really very privileged to have his work here with us. And these days he spends his time photographing. He's become a nature photographer, and he captures the most magnificent moments in nature like this one. And here we have Andy Hollinghouse. Andy is a very prolific Doncaster artist. He is in residence at the Doncaster Con Exchange, and his work is really very collectible and well loved by the public. He's a force actually in Doncaster. He's one of the most important artists in Doncaster who keeps the sector going. He's very prolific. His work is very affordable. He's done many different collections. Notable among them is the mining collection, where he depicted all the different pits, mining pits that you have in Doncaster. I have worked with Andy in the Con Exchange when I was in residence there, and I strongly suggest that you go and visit him when you are in Doncaster. And here we have Kerry Dickinson, who we saw in a previous video. So again, she's a photographer who is, her work is quite stylish actually, and I encourage you. And here you have the most wonderful ceramics from Catherine Barber. I've never seen any ceramic work like this one. She is the most stylish ceramic artist ever. Her work is very chic, very sophisticated, very collectible and affordable, and I will encourage you to get a piece of Catherine Barber. And very quickly, here we have Tracy Moore. I've shown you some of her work before. And here you have my own work. This is a tree whisperer, which was actually inspired by my sister in Abuja in Nigeria. She plants trees. She has planted trees in the capital of Nigeria and in our hometown of Obo. And this is sort of in honor of that. And up here you have Maya Weird-Mister, who is the queen of lines. She draws lines and lines and lines, and she uses very limited colors to draw her lines, and they come out into this most fantastic geometric images. I own a piece of Maya's, Maya Weird-Mister, and I totally encourage you to get a piece from her. This is one more piece from Terry Chip, who we saw before, and this is another piece from Ciel, the photographer. I always find it difficult to say his last name, but forgive me, Phil. And this is Imogen Carlin. We saw her work previously in a different video. We cannot open to the public yet, but hopefully when we do, you can come and see the exhibition. And I will also be doing more videos to show you who is on the wall. This is Chinwe Russell, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.